She's rolling around the bend. And cigarettes and chances. I don't know where, well, he's stuck in old Kelly. Time keeps dragging on. Yeah! So, ladies and gentlemen, sing along.
You know, I find it very difficult to introduce Mike without doing a sort of a down under accent. Do it.
Down in the accent, Mike.
You know, he just rolled in from the Billabong.
It's all right, mate.
Yeah. Sure. And apparently in Australia, it's not politically correct anymore to call a woman a Sheila. Would that be correct, Michael?
Yes.
That is absolutely correct. You're liable to get a rolling pin over your head or something like that. So they are now ladies, girls, but not Sheilas. Mike plays a bit of rock and roll. He's going to be accompanied, I would think, by Calvin. Would that be correct, Calvin?
Nope.
Calvin says no. Well, maybe we can persuade him.
I think so.
Get on the stage. Oh no, that goes against all my preaching about peace and love, doesn't it? Are you ready for Mikey?
Yeah!
Are you ready for Mikey?
Yes! Come on, Mikey!
Mikey, they're ready.
Thank you very much, Peter.
Are you ready for them?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready, indeed.
Without further ado, Mr. Mikey!
Thank you very much. I will hopefully play with Kelvin a bit later, but this first song, it is a slow song. It's a very well-known song. I wanted to practice it in particular. I've got the camera here to see what it looks like. It's a great song. It's about the First World War. It's called When the Band Play Waltzing Matilda.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do my best. It's a great song. It's a very heavy song about a guy going to war and getting his legs blown off, and quite an unpleasant thing. But yeah, it's a great song. And it's the 100th anniversary of Anzac Day coming up next year. Coming up from
Thing. Do remind everybody it's an anti-war song because that's the whole theme.
Exactly. It's definitely against war, and when there's lots of talk of war going on now, it's sometimes just a nice reminder that war is pretty horrible and always has been.
You know, Metallica made a World War I song once. It's called One. You never knew?
I don't know. When the band... When I was a young man, I carried my pack, and I lived the free life of a rover. From the Murray's green basin to the dusty outback, I waltzed my Matilda all over. Then in 1915 my country said, son, it's time to stop rambling, there's work to be done. So they gave me a tin hat and they gave me a gun, and they sent me away to the war. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as the ship pulled away from the quay. And amidst all the cheers, flag waving and tears, we sailed off for Gallipoli. And well, I remember that terrible day when our blood stained the sand and the water, and how in that hell that they called Suvla Bay, we were butchered like lambs to the slaughter. 'Cause Johnny Turkey was ready, he'd primed himself well, and he rained us with bullets, and he showered us with shells, and in 5 minutes flat he blown us clear to hell. And he blew us back home to Australia, and the band played Waltzing Matilda as we stopped to bury the slain. Well, we buried ours and the Turks buried theirs, and then we started all over again. And those of us left, well, we tried to survive amidst all the blood, death and fire. And for 10 weary weeks I kept myself alive, while around me the corpses piled higher. And then a big Turkish shell knocked me ass overhead, and when I awoke in my hospital bed and saw what it had done, well, I wished I was dead. I never thought there were worse things than dying, and so no more will I go waltzing Matilda across the green bush far and near. 'Cause to hump tent and pegs, a man needs his legs. No more waltzing Matilda for me. So they gathered the crippled and the wounded, the maimed, and they shipped us back home to Australia. Well, the armless, the legless, the blind, the insane, the poor wounded heroes of Suvla. And as the ship pulled into Circular Quay, and I looked at the place where my legs used to be, well, I thank Christ there was no one there waiting for me. To mourn and to grieve and to pity. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as they carried us down the gangway. But nobody cheered, well, they just stood and stared. And then they turned all their faces away. So now every April I sit on my porch and I watch the parade pass before me. And I see my old comrades, how proudly they march, reliving past deeds and old glories. And the old man marched slowly, old muscles stiff and sore, were forgotten heroes from a forgotten war. And the young people ask, what are they marching for? And I ask myself the same question. And the band plays Waltzing Matilda, and the old men still answer the call. But year after year, their numbers are fewer. Someday no one will answer at all. Waltzing Matilda, Waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And their ghosts may be heard as you pass by that billabong. Come a waltzing Matilda with me. Kelvin, did you want to? I'll play something else. Play one country song. Well, there's only two things in life that make it worth living. Here it's guitars tuned good and firm, feeling women. Well, I don't need my name in the marquee lights, 'cause I've got my song and I've got you with me tonight. So maybe it's time we got back to some basics in love. Let's go to Lukenbach, Texas, with Waylon, Willie, and the boys. Yeah, this successful life we're living, it's got us feuding like the Hatfields and McCoys. Between Hank Williams Payne songs, Newberry's train songs, and Blue Eyes crying in the rain. Well, out in Lukenbach, Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain. Yeah, so baby, let's sell your diamond rings, buy some boots and faded jeans, and go away. Yeah, this coat and tie is choking me, and in your high society you'll cry all day. We've been too busy keeping up with the Joneses, four-car garage and we're still building on. Well, maybe it's time we got back to some basics in love. Let's go to Lukenbach, Texas, with Waylon, Willie, and the boys. Yeah, this successful life we're living, it's got us feuding like the Hatfields and McCoys. Between Hank Williams Payne songs, Newberry's train songs, and Blue Eyes crying in the rain. Well, out in Lukenbach, Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain. Let's go to Lukenbach, Texas, with Waylon, Willie, and the boys. Yeah, this successful life we're living, it's got us feuding like the Hatfields and McCoys. Between Hank Williams' pain songs, Jerry Jeff's train songs, and Blue Eyes crying in the rain. Well, out in Lukenbach, Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain.